So this is a glitch that people have been experiencing for a while now. That just seems to happen completely randomly. But people have started to notice that it seems to happen more often if you finish a facility right at midnight and you get back to the courtyard, and if suddenly you have extra daily tasks that even though you should only have one more. It took a while, but I actually found out how to consistently reproduce this so that you always have 3 daily tasks. And so it's a pretty complicated setup, so you should pay close attention. What you gotta do, alright? Pay close attention, alright? You want to go to your district. So okay, it's 11:59 right now, right? I have 0 daily tasks, right? What you want to do, go to the districts page, pay close attention, right? Click on a district, but don't teleport to it. Just click on one, and just wait for midnight to go. Just wait for midnight to pass, and then I'll tell you what to do once it happens. I have 15 seconds. Looking at my phone, it's 15 seconds until midnight hits. Now wait for it to become midnight, and then we'll continue from there. Alright, it's midnight now. You can see it's midnight. Check your daily tasks. And look at that, you have 3. That's it, that's all you have to do. This isn't like some April Fool's prank. Literally, that's all you have to do. I've tried multiple ways of doing this. And I tried opening up the district page without clicking on a district. That didn't work. You have to actually click on a district. So let's say you have a task here you don't like this one you don't like, and this one you don't like. Okay, those are pretty good tasks. Now what if I don't like those ones either? Well, now I can switch districts. Watch this. I have 2 more rerolls now. Look at that. So yeah, yeah, very hard to set up glitch. Got a really precise moveset there to make sure you get all 3 of them there. And yeah. And yeah, so basically, what that means is that if you somehow do this and you only get 2 daily tasks from it, you can switch districts and you have a 3rd one. Just be quick. If you wait too long, then your window for that might close and you won't be able to get another task from switching districts. It's that easy. Like, I don't know what to say. So what I like to do when I find glitches like this is try to think about why they're happening. And like I said before, people seem to be experiencing this glitch right when they finish a facility right at midnight. I think it has something to do with your toon changing state at midnight. So changing state as in you finish the battle, so you start dancing, and then you finish the battle, and then you teleport and you appear in the courtyard. All those different state changes that your toon does causes the game to get confused, and it gives you another set of toon tasks for some reason. And when you add the districts page and you click on another district, well, actually for one, having your book open is one state, and I guess for some reason at midnight the district page like refreshes or something, and so with you having a district selected, it like refreshes in another way. I don't really know how to explain it. This is just a theory. I have no idea why this is actually the case, but it refreshes it another way right at the top, after every 60 seconds. So right at midnight, you're getting another state change with the selected district, and the fact that your book is open, that you're confusing the game into giving you 3. That the code that gives your client a daily task runs over again or something. Again, this is just a theory. I'm just throwing I'm just throwing this into the air because I have no idea if it's actually true or not, but that's the way I like to think about it, because if I don't at least think about why certain glitches happen, then I'll keep dwelling on it forever, wondering why such a simple setup causes you to get 2 extra daily tasks. And another whole other set of rerolls too. I'm on another client where I used 1 reroll. It's about 2 minutes after midnight now. I used 1 reroll. I'm gonna see if being 2 minutes after midnight will still work. They did say that you needed to be quick, or else your opportunity for getting another set of rerolls would close. And yeah, he just got another set of rerolls. So as long as you don't leave the current area you're in, then you can just reroll your tasks and then switch districts and you get another set of rerolls. Essentially allowing you 4 rerolls at a time. The only limitation for this is that you need to be on the game at 11:59 Eastern Time, which is the time that Corporate Clash uses, and you need to be open on your district page and having selected on a district at 11:59, so that you have this open here when midnight strikes. And then you can just go to your toon task page, and suddenly you have three daily tasks. That's an extra 300 gumballs from the normal 150 you would get. So that's 450 gumballs in total. So yeah, again, I have no idea if the stuff with like your toon changing state is correct. Again, I just like to think this way so that I don't keep dwelling on why doing such a random setup causes something completely unrelated with the daily tasks to happen. You know, quick on a district causes your toon to, I guess, update your client in a way that confuses the game and gives you another set of tasks. And having your book open is another kind of state change, I guess, for some reason, that gives you another task. And then switching districts is a whole completely different can of worms, where your toon is doing this whole other state changes and going to a brand new area, not just a brand new area, but a brand new server in the game, or district, I guess, that confuses the game further and gives you another set of tasks, right? So if you use your 2 rerolls, you switch districts, you get another set of 2 rerolls. That's it. You can't get a third set of rerolls for 3 in total. You can only get the initial 2 from getting the 3 daily tasks, and then using those, and then switching districts to get another set. I've experimented with this glitch for a long time. At first, I thought it was exclusively had to do with leaving instances right at midnight. So what I would do is I would walk into a manager fight at 11:59 and let the cutscene play until 12 o'clock midnight. And then I would immediately skip the cutscene and immediately surrender from the battle at like within like 10 seconds of each other. And then I would switch districts. And that didn't always work. It only seemed to work like 50% of the time. But me doing this method has worked every single time. I also originally thought you had to be in the districts page and then switch districts right at midnight. It turns out that I was actually late one day and I didn't get switch districts in time. And it turns out just being on the districts page and having a district selected is enough to do it. I was on another toon at the same time who didn't have another district selected, and they only got 2 daily tasks. They were able to get the third one by switching districts, but they weren't able to like kind of abuse the 3 daily tasks first and re-roll them all to get another set of re-rolls. But they still did get 3 tasks though. So I've spent a long time trying to find a consistent way to recreate this, because people have been experiencing it for a couple years now actually, and they never knew what specifically caused it to happen. And I don't think this is the specific cause of it, because there are other ways to do it. As I said, finishing like a factory or something right at midnight, doing the dance at midnight and leaving the factory at midnight would give you another set, but that's harder to time, and you can't just wait at the end of battle for like 5 minutes for it to become midnight. For some reason that doesn't work. You have to actually time it so that you do the factory with normal timing, you exit it right at midnight for it to work. But that's not very consistent, right? This is very easy to set up. All you have to do again is just go to the districts page, click on a district, wait until midnight, and then you have your set. If you have yourself three daily tasks, extra a free 450 gumballs. For a long time, I was like, okay, I have it figured out. You have to do this, this, and this. And then the next day, I find out there's an easier way to do it. And the next day, I find there's an even easier way to do it. And then the next time, I find out there's an even easier way to do it, to the point you don't even have to switch areas anymore. You can stay in the same area with the district page. And you can get another set of rerolls by doing that. Like, I kept on finding easier and easier ways to do it that I had to keep postponing when I make this video. To the point where I actually found such a consistent method that you don't even need to worry about it not working. As long as you're online at the right time, you can do it. Again, this only works at like tasks only reroll once a day at midnight. So if you miss your window of opportunity at midnight, oh well, you're gonna have to wait 24 hours again to be able to do it. That's also why trying to find a method for this took a long time. Once every 24 hours I had an opportunity to actually test out certain methods. If it didn't work, I had to wait 24 hours. And if it did work, I had to wait another 24 hours to see if I could change up the steps a little bit to change things up. Sort of like how you don't have to switch districts, instead you just have to click on a district, right? I have to wait 24 hours every time I want to test this out, and I have to be online at the right time, or else I won't be able to I won't be able to test it. I'll have to wait, yeah. So it took a really long time to get all the information I needed, just because of the fact that there's only one window of opportunity to be able to do this, and if you miss it, or if I need to try something else out, I gotta wait another day to do it. So that solves the mystery of what causes you to get more than one or even more than one daily task when the tasks re-roll. I figured it out. I've uncovered the mystery, and we found out how to recreate it, and we can get an extra 300 gumballs from that. Again, the only thing to remember is that it's possible that if you wait too long in the playground, then your window to get an extra set of rerolls might close. So just as soon as you get your rerolls in and you don't like the tasks, just switch districts as soon as possible so that you don't run into that issue of it not giving your rerolls back. Of course, this could also get patched very quickly. But I'm glad to have been able to figure out the mystery, regardless if they patched it or not. I'm glad to have been able to figure out what causes this to happen, because it was such an interesting glitch that people have been encountering, and they had no idea how to recreate it. And I was able to figure it out finally, and I'm very glad about that. That even if they fixed it, I wouldn't even be that upset about it, because I think just being able to figure out why this happens, what causes this glitch to happen, is satisfying. So yeah, have fun with it while it still exists. It probably won't exist for very long once this video gets uploaded. So.